Welcome to Crestron DMC-E. In this section, we will take a look at a digital media tool that is built into Crestron Toolbox. This is the screen you will see when you open the tool. Let's connect to a device and take a look. To connect to a device, we use the address book, or just manually enter the address. In our case, we'll connect to an IP address. It may take a few minutes for the tool to gather all the data from the DM switcher. This is normal. Now that it is loaded, let's take a look. On the left, we have our input cards. If any transmitters are connected, we will see them here. If a signal is coming in, we can see basic detail about that signal. This includes resolution and HDCP. Notice how many devices have an Open or Setup button. This allows us to configure special devices. Not all devices will have an Open button. Let's open the transmitter and take a look. Here we see the various inputs available, as well as the routing. If we press Setup for, say, HDMI input 1, we can see that we can configure HDCP and EDID settings. Other options may be available depending on the model you are using. Let's go back to the main tool window. On the right, we have our output cards. If we have connected any receivers, they will show up here. We can route signals by using the drop-down. Notice, when we route the signals, it shows up here. Let's open up this receiver and take a look. Notice how it is detecting the incoming signal. The receiver happens to be a model that scales and has a local HDMI input. Notice how we configure the EDID and other information on the input by entering Setup. If we go to the output, we can get the actual scaling settings. We can enable the scaler or set it to match content, which passes the signal through without scaling. As you can see, there are various scaling settings we can choose. The main setting is choosing the resolution you would like to scale to. If you pick EDID Preferred, which is the default, the resolution that will be scaled to is what the display attached to the output is requesting. This may or may not be what you want to do depending on your application. Over here is where you configure the video wall part of the scaler, if you are using that. There are various other settings available as well, such as color depth and color space settings. If using the video wall feature, you can adjust bezel compensation on this model. Standby timeout is an important feature. If the user has a projector they want to turn off automatically, based off the incoming signal, you must change the standby timeout to turn off the sync after the desired period of time, or the projector will never turn off. This model also offers an audio adjustment. Remember, this is just an example, and exact features vary depending on the model. Let's go back to our main screen. Here we can do a test report. This will generate a report of all the devices in my DM system, including models, serial numbers, firmware, EDID info, etc. Over here we can edit the names of the inputs, though you can also do this in programming. Help will bring up the help file, which we will look at in a moment. Web opens the web interface on CPU 3 models to update firmware, change security settings, and access the many other options available. EDID is a place for you to mass configure EDID if you do not want to set each input manually. These checkboxes enable breakaway audio or USB. If you uncheck them, you'll be able to independently route audio and video. Let's go back over to this green arrow for a moment. Why is it green? Let's open the help file and take a look at what the colors mean. The help file is a very important reference to every aspect of this tool. In our case, we just want to see what the color means. Notice how the green arrow means device-to-device connect via DM cable. As you can see, every color that is used is defined here. Remember to utilize the help file if you need any information not defined in this video. Thank you for watching.